How do I know it's recorded? Oh, there we go. So Ian, why is your story so important?
Thanks for asking, John. What's really important about my story to me is that I've been through these amazing experiences, and I think I have a story to tell. A story that not only resonates within me, but in people that I talk to. I know that there's stuff that people can learn from my own experiences, and I just want to give away the value that I found through, the change in my life as a result of getting clean and sober.
Okay, and what's your story actually about, Ian?
I may have already answered this. My story is going to be like all the pitfalls, all the jokes, all the funny scenarios, all the wild stuff and crazy stuff that I got up to when I was in the madness of my addiction, which took me all over Western Europe, the Caribbean and India and a whole load of stuff. And more importantly, the different attempts that I made to stop my addiction, and how finally I found a successful process and a model where I was able to stop and stay stopped, and then changed my life completely. I am not the person that I used to be. I do not resemble that person. I've had a complete overhaul in all of my affairs. I am a different person, and most crucially, my quality of life is just amazing today. And that's really what I'm going to be telling people about, how they can improve the quality of their own lives.
Okay, so if anyone were in the same situation, how would they start to solve their problems like you did?
It's going to be about getting to a place where people are ready to take a very deep breath and take drastic action. Addiction is a debilitating disease. It gets you to a place where you lose everything, not just materialistically, but emotionally and spiritually, and you get smaller and smaller in your world as everything seems to be more and more difficult to deal with. And my story is going to be about how we get there and get out the other side. So what's important is that people get to a place where they're ready to change. It's going to have the biggest impact on someone who is at a point of I'm done. I'm done with my addiction and I'm ready to change.
Okay, if anyone decided to follow the same course of action as you, what are they likely to achieve over time?
Over time, well, I'm 10 years sober now. My life does not resemble what it was 10 years ago. And in the book, I'm going to be talking about that sort of stuff. The ultimate goal here is to make a drug and alcohol-free life more appealing and more attractive than the one when you're using and consuming drink and drugs, which clearly has negative impacts that everyone else can see, but sometimes the person that sees last is the actual person with the disease. So what I want to do is get over the message that you can stay stopped right here, right now, and just get a life beyond your wildest dreams. And that's what the book's going to be telling the story about.
Great, so what's the first steps, Ian?
Oh, the first thing you've got to do is go and visit www.askiananything.com. www.askiananything.com, and from there you can register your interest. You can ask me any question you want, however personal, that relates to my addiction, and I'd be delighted to address all of those questions. I think Steve Nichols, my colleague, is organising webinars. There's the first one coming up towards the end of September, Thursday the 23rd. Please be on the call, visit us, come and participate. Askiananything.com.
Brilliant, thanks Ian.
Thanks, John.